All right, guys, I'm going to be showing you how to log your records in using the mobile site. So if you were on your phone, you could just type baet.com and it recognizes that you're on a mobile device. But you can also use the mobile platform on a regular desktop, which is sometimes a little bit easier. So there's a couple of different ways to get to it. You can scroll all the way down, and we have our Manage Mobile Records on the move with our mobile site. It will keep us logged in, so let me log off of that. Or you can just type m.baet.com and it will launch the mobile site, which is this blue background. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller so that you can see the whole thing. We are going to be logging in as a student, NC0203. At the beginning of the year, you may have heard me call this our chapter ID number. Here, it refers to it as a chapter ID. On the desktop version, it refers to it as the school ID. It is the same number. So you use NC0203 to mean that you are a student at Millbrook High School. You will then be putting in your username and password, and for y'all, that is your student ID number with both of them. It will take you to a dashboard, the mobile dashboard, which only offers 6 options. So it's a little bit more targeted to things that you would do on the go that you get to really frequently. We are going to be logging in our SAE activities. This is the same graphic that you see on the desktop version, but it is all blue here. So we're going to be selecting that. We have all of our different projects in here. Keep in mind, this is an old student's account, so he has his other projects in here. If you needed to create a brand new one, you can do that right here. But we are going to be doing a journal entry into one of the projects. So we are going to be doing our Fall 2020 SAE Challenge. Sometimes you have to either click right over the words or right over the little button, but this area in here, you see, it won't get me anywhere. So make sure that you are hovering over the correct space. Our quick links is to deactivate it. Don't do that. Go to the setup. You shouldn't need to do that. And your annual review is at the end of the year. So we are going to be recording time. My other 2 journal entries that I made with videos or video attempts are right here. If I wanted to edit those, I would have to go into the full desktop version. So you cannot make any changes to anything within the mobile site. You can only add, but it is a great place to add, and then you can go back to the desktop site if you need to change anything. So I'm going to do a journal entry. You can change the date here of anything, and let's say on October 2nd is when I did this. I was just looking at the calendar. And what I did was this is off of the SAE Challenge board, wrote an entry to the forestry annual competition. This is one of the activities on that challenge board. I'm pretty sure this challenge is for 5 hours, but those are all broken down by different hours. I wouldn't have had any of the advisors here with me, so I would have just left this as none, and then it follows you to go through the next step. This is where it's going to have you select one of your skill areas. So I did a written entry about forestry, so I'm going to be down here under natural resources. You get to sort them. And then what I did was examine and interpret the purpose of enforcement. It was about forestry and prescribed burning this year. If you needed to add a picture, you can really easily add the picture from the mobile site, because if you're on your mobile phone, you can select the picture right there. I don't have a picture, so I'm just going to add the entry, and now my entry is right. Shows up on the dashboard, and I have all of my old entry times right here. You can also see that there is a difference because this is where I selected the skill area on the desktop site and it gave it its code. On the mobile site, it actually wrote in the different skill area. And so the mobile site is a little bit nicer, because for my taste anyway, because it does pare down everything into exactly what you need on the go. Remember, you need to make all of your journal entries so that when we go through and do your end of the quarter record keeping, that they are all in there. I hope this was